With Mars and Aries in their seventh house, a person has a unique set of personality traits. They are likely to be very independent, assertive, and courageous. As leaders, they fearlessly pioneer new paths, which could be a potential strength in career scenarios that need innovation or decisive action. The desire for constant stimulation may make them excel in fast-paced, dynamic environments. However, this Mars placement suggests a tendency to be impulsive or aggressive, especially in relationships. An individual might have a confrontational attitude and may find compromise difficult. The challenge for them could be learning to express assertiveness constructively without causing conflict. This may also manifest as a strong desire for competitive or power dynamics within relationships. In terms of personal growth, understanding and managing their assertiveness could be a significant lesson. Being patient and finding balance between self-assertion and compromise might be essential for their personal development. This placement might push them to develop effective strategies for conflict resolution. When tuned positively, this energy can drive a person to cultivate healthier relationships, emphasizing honesty and direct communication. Potential romantic partners might be attracted to their assertive yet passionate nature. In conclusion, Mars in Aries in the seventh house indicates a passionate, strong-willed personality with a knack for leadership, but it also suggests potential challenges in relationships. Personal growth may involve learning to balance assertiveness with compromise. Mars in Taurus in the seventh house suggests a person with a deeply grounded, patient, and determined approach to life. They might be stubborn at times, but their resilience and focus on their goals is commendable. They value stability and are likely to be very practical and earthy, with high loyalty towards their commitments. In relationships, this person typically desires a partner who provides emotional security, and they are willing to work patiently and diligently to maintain harmony. However, there can be occasional bouts of possessiveness and jealousy due to Mars' valuation of ownership and Taurus' need for security. It's essential to find balance, to avoid these tendencies hindering their relationships. In careers, Mars and Taurus in the seventh house could indicate success in fields requiring patience, determination, and an eye for aesthetics. They could do well in arts, real estate, finance, or hospitality, where their diplomacy and negotiation skills may be valued. But their fixed nature can also restrict adaptability when change occurs in their professional environment. Their strengths include determination, loyalty, patience, and practicality, which can lead to personal and professional successes. However, reluctance towards change and occasional stubbornness can be challenges they need to work on. The primary personal growth lesson for them can be about becoming more adaptable and flexible, learning to let go of control and embracing spontaneity. Additionally, learning to trust their partner and easing off on possessiveness could result in more peaceful and satisfying relationships. Mars in Gemini in the seventh house speaks to a personality that is curious, adaptable, and communicative. There's an inclination towards mental stimulation and an ability to multitask. Relationships are often seen as a platform for intellectual exchange. Conversations that challenge their ideas are fulfilling. This person likes to keep an active social life. Notable strengths include being an effective communicator and a quick thinker. There's an ability to handle multiple tasks and an inclination towards understanding different perspectives. Being adaptable allows for resiliency in various situations. On the flip side, this placement suggests challenges, particularly in indecisiveness and inconsistency. There can be a difficulty in sticking to one idea, resulting in unfinished projects. This can cause strain in relationships, as the individual may have a fleeting interest in people. In terms of career, this placement favors professions dealing with communication, negotiations, and networking due to their natural curiosity, adaptability, and knack for communication. Potential career paths could be in journalism, law, marketing, or public relations. Personal growth can be achieved by learning to slow down, focus, and follow through on their commitments. They need to balance their thirst for variety with the benefits of consistency. Nurturing patience and decision-making skills may also help them overcome indecisiveness. This Mars placement suggests a journey of learning to harness the intellectual vigor for productive outcomes, stabilizing interpersonal relationships, and refining their communication skills for professional success. Mars in Cancer in the 7th house creates a personality that craves emotional connection and stability. These individuals have a natural instinct to protect and support those they love. They prefer a calm and secure environment, showing great tenacity when it comes to defending their home and family. In relationships, their approach is nurturing and thoughtful. They value emotional honesty and expect the same from their partners. They thrive in partnerships that provide emotional security, and love deeply and passionately. They typically display sensitivity and put the needs of their partners first. However, this can sometimes lead to them becoming overly protective or manipulative, leading to friction. As for potential career influences, these individuals might be drawn to careers that allow them to nurture and care for others. Counseling, healthcare, real estate, or any field that involves helping others to feel secure and taken care of, could resonate with them. Strengths associated with this placement include loyalty, determination, nurturing, and sensitivity. They have the fortitude to face obstacles head-on, making them reliable friends and partners. The main challenge they face is learning to manage their emotions and tendency to be overly protective. In terms of personal growth, they must learn to balance their desire to protect with the understanding that others have their own paths and lessons to learn. This would require themselves to allow vulnerability, patience, and independence for their loved ones. They should practice setting healthy boundaries to prevent emotional manipulation and burnout. Overall, Mars in Cancer in the 7th house signifies a compassionate, nurturing, and protective personality. However, emotional control and setting healthy boundaries are key for personal growth and mental well-being. Having Mars in Leo in the 7th house means you are passionate, enthusiastic, and dominant in interpersonal relationships. These individuals possess a natural flair for drama and a desire to be the center of attention. They are immensely passionate and often pour this energy into their relationships, expecting their romantic partners to match their zeal. This can lead to lively, dramatic, and demanding relationships. Charm and assertiveness may make them seem dominating, but their warmth and generosity make them magnetic and admired. When it comes to career, these individuals may thrive in roles where they can channel their creative energy and leadership capabilities. They might excel in fields such as entertainment, arts, public relations, or any role that places them in the spotlight or allows them to manage or guide others. Strengths associated with this placement include strong ambition, energy, leadership, and creative abilities. They are bold, driven, and often inspire others with their powerful presence and charisma. However, there are challenges too. They may grapple with being overbearing or demanding in personal and professional relationships. They can also struggle when they do not receive the attention or admiration they crave. This need for constant praise and drama may drain their partners or colleagues. Personal growth lessons could involve learning to balance their need for attention with the needs and feelings of others. They'll need to understand that it's okay not to be the center of attention all the time and to channel their immense energy and passion in productive ways. They must learn to accept criticism and understand the importance of giving attention as much as receiving it. Mars in Virgo in the 7th house highlights an individual's precision-oriented, analytical personality. They tend to observe and calculate meticulously before taking action. They are hard workers, deep thinkers, and often strive for perfection. They're practical, reliable, and want everything in order. However, they can be overly critical or demanding of themselves and others, which might create tension. In relationships, this placement suggests a desire for perfection. These folks want a partner who can not only meet their intellectual needs but also shares their values on practicality and efficiency. They're supportive and helpful, but sometimes they can be too focused on small details, causing disagreements. They need to learn to express their feeling constructively without nitpicking or nagging. In terms of career influences, they excel in jobs requiring attention to detail and analytical skills. Ideal professions could be project management, research analyst, healthcare, editing, and other detail-oriented jobs. They can become impatient when things don't go as planned, which might cause stress. Work-life balance is critical for them. Their main strengths include analytic thinking, reliability, and diligence. They're admired for their work ethic and attention to detail, but must beware of becoming overly critical and inflexible. Personal growth comes from embracing tolerance and flexibility, with a better understanding that perfection is a subjective concept and everyone has different ways of achieving it. Having Mars in Libra in the 7th house denotes an individual with a strong belief in fairness and balance. This person seeks harmony in every aspect of life, and this often manifests in the form of working well with others, being cooperative, and having strong negotiation skills. They require balance in their relationships and tend to take the role of a peacekeeper. Although they often avoid conflicts, they can be assertive when needed. In relationships, they desire equal partnerships where both parties share responsibilities and decision-making. The desire for fairness and justice makes them great advocates in their relationships. When it comes to career, these individuals are likely to excel in professions that require negotiation skills, knack for maintaining harmonious relationships, and the ability to make fair choices. Careers in diplomacy, counseling, human resources, or law could appeal to them. However, there can be challenges too. They might take longer to make decisions due to their need for balance, which can make them appear indecisive. They may also struggle with conflict and might avoid it rather than addressing it directly. Personal growth for these individuals lies in learning to embrace conflict as a part of life and realizing that disagreement is not always a bad thing. These individuals should work on being more decisive and confronting conflicts head-on when necessary. They should remember that their strong sense of fairness is a strength, not a weakness, and they can use it to make tough decisions. Overall, this placement suggests the potential for a balanced and harmonious life. Mars in Scorpio in the 7th house signifies a dynamic, intense, and deeply passionate personality. This individual likely possesses a magnetic charisma and powerfully discerning instincts. They have an innate ability to read others and situations, making them keenly aware of underlying dynamics. In relationships, they seek deeply emotional connections. They tend to be fiercely loyal once trust is established, but can be suspicious or possessive until then. They value honesty and emotional clarity, disliking surface-level interactions. This can lead to conflicts, as they might unintentionally exert emotional pressure on their partners. However, their resolute commitment can also foster profound, transforming relationships. As for career tendencies, this placement facilitates excellent skills in negotiation, investigation, and strategy. They may gravitate towards roles that involve deep research, psychoanalysis, or management, possibly in fields like psychology, detective work, or business. Their stamina and resilience make them standout problem solvers. The strengths of this placement include a strong will, emotional depth, and resilience. Their intense determination helps them overcome obstacles. Yet, they may face challenges in managing their intense emotions and trusting others. They can be secretive and vulnerable to jealousy, leading to interpersonal complications. In terms of personal growth, mastering trust and emotional openness is a significant lesson. They must learn that vulnerability isn't weakness, and letting go of control can lead to fulfilling relationships. Through overcoming their fears of betrayal and mastering their emotional intensity, they can harness their potential, fostering transformative relationships and excelling in their. With Mars and Sagittarius in the 7th house, one tends to approach life with a free-spirited and adventurous attitude. Mars' fiery motivation meets Sagittarius's love for exploration, inspiring a contagious enthusiasm for learning, growth, and adventure. One's natural optimism and pronounced sense of justice drive them to champion causes and fight for truth. In relationships, they seek partners as adventurous, open-minded, and enthusiastic as themselves. While their passion can be exhilarating, they might struggle with committing to relationships, as they fear their freedom being curbed. They need a balance between independence and companionship. Potential careers could be in the realms of law, philosophy, travel, education, and anything where arguments need convincing points of view. This placement suggests a refusal to be boxed in, a drive towards career paths that offer personal growth and new experiences. Strengths include this individual's optimism, enthusiasm, love of learning, and ability to inspire others. They are natural leaders, driven by a need for truth and justice. However, challenges may lie in their commitment issues, restlessness, and tendency to be outspoken, which might rub others the wrong way. The key lesson for personal growth here is to find balance. It's about embracing their innate spirit of adventure, while also learning when to slow down and commit, whether to a relationship or a course of action. Also, they should remember that their truth may not necessarily be everyone's truth, and to respect differing perspectives. A person with Mars in Capricorn in the 7th house is ambitious and disciplined. This placement suggests career determination, often being drawn to managerial or leadership roles in structured environments. They tend to be steady and reliable, excelling at long-term planning and implementation. Relationship-wise, these individuals seek partnerships that are mature and supportive. They take commitments seriously and value loyalty highly. Their approach may be practical rather than romantic, focusing on shared goals and mutual respect. However, they might struggle with expressing emotions freely, sometimes coming across as cold or detached. One of their greatest strengths is their perseverance. They have a robust ability to overcome setbacks, and they celebrate each achievement, believing in the value of hard work. This Mars placement also lends them a well-developed sense of responsibility, often making them the rock in personal and professional relationships. The challenges mainly center around their tendency to suppress emotions and their intense focus on ambition that may overshadow other aspects of life. In the pursuit of their goals, they may neglect emotional well-being, thereby causing stress and interpersonal conflicts. Personal growth for Mars in Capricorn in the 7th house individuals involves learning to balance their ambition with emotional transparency. It's important for them to realize that it's okay to be vulnerable and share feelings. Understanding that success also resides in personal contentment and emotional satisfaction is a valuable lesson for them. With this realization, they can approach relationships and careers with a more holistic perspective. Mars in Aquarius in the 7th house implies an individual who is innovative, unique, and devoted to social justice. This person sees the world differently and is not afraid to challenge norms. Being energetic, they often initiate changes but could be unpredictable and eccentric. In relationships, they seek intellectual stimulation. They're drawn to unconventional partnerships, appreciate individuality, and despise inequality. They could struggle with commitment, often switching from one relationship to another in search of the ideal. Career-wise, this person thrives in environments permitting free thinking and individuality. They might excel in careers related to science, technology, social activism, or any field requiring fresh perspectives. A job that allows them to exert influence over social or organizational reforms would be highly attractive. Strengths include original thinking, energy, and a passion for equality. However, they face challenges such as inconsistency, unexpected aggression, and struggles with commitment. Also, they may come off as detached and unemotional due to their rational approach to things. To grow personally, embracing emotional intimacy is crucial. Also, learning to harness their energy purposefully could bring about stability. Furthermore, understanding the value of tradition might help them communicate more effectively with others. Controlling their tendency to rebel without cause could also prove useful. Ultimately, integrating their unique viewpoint with mainstream perspectives may yield the richest development. Having Mars in Pisces in the 7th house signifies a person who is compassionate, intuitive, and romantic. They have a strong desire for peace and harmony, often acting as mediators in conflicts due to their aptitude for understanding others' perspectives. They tend to be passive in their approach to life, preferring to adapt rather than confront. In relationships, these individuals attract partners who are assertive or perhaps domineering, as they themselves often avoid confrontation. They are devoted lovers who express their feelings subtly, using emotional understanding and empathy to connect on a deep level. Inconsistent behavior may be present due to their changing emotional states. Career-wise, this placement suggests success in roles that require empathy, intuition, and teamwork. Helpful fields could include counseling, art, healing professions, or anything that requires creative problem-solving. Strengths associated with this placement include compassion, flexibility, and a profound capacity for empathy. Challenges may include indecisiveness, avoidant behavior, and emotional instability. Personal growth can come from learning to channel their emotional energy in productive ways, standing up for themselves, and striving for emotional balance. They may need to learn not to let others take advantage of their kindness and to express their desires more assertively. Embracing these lessons, they can use their innate understanding of others to foster stronger, healthier relationships and find fulfillment in their careers.